Hey, what's going on, everybody? Richard Hale here with Teaching Online Business. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget about our new Facebook group, Masterminds of Marketing. Right here, you can search us up. Come and join us. We are a group for business owners, for entrepreneurs to come over, connect with like-minded members. Hey, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of benefits for doing that. What I like to do is this is the first Facebook group that I founded. We solely relied on other platforms when it come to community, come to support, come to group, different things like this. But Facebook groups are absolutely awesome, to be honest with you. It's a great way to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs, business owners, or, there's Facebook groups for everybody. You just got to go up here and search for it. But I invite everybody that's watching this that is not a part of our Masterminds Marketing group to come and join us. So thank you for that. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the heart button, give us a little bit of love. I would certainly appreciate that. Rebecca England, she is an awesome friend that I have met probably a little over a year ago, and we both live here in West Virginia. And she asked a question. She's a social media manager. She does a lot of social media content and strategies and marketing techniques and different things like that. And we were talking the other day about branding. So just to give you a little bit of context of what we was talking about, here's the conversation. It's just talking about, let's talk about branding in simple terms. I've listened to several strategies on the subject. I would like to keep my name, but I need to be identified as a social media manager, aka a social media asset, absolutely. And I need brand consistency throughout all my platforms: Facebook, the website, Twitter, Instagram. I love this subject and have great ideas for others, but always hit a wall when it comes to myself. Rebecca, I'm just like you. When it comes to guiding other businesses and giving them strategies and consults and different things like that, I can guide them with my eyes closed. When it comes to me, it's a different scenario. But to be honest with you, a lot of that plays into your mindset, right? So I guess the thing that helped me was viewing my projects as I would a client and going through the whole process of what I do when we first talk on the phone, and we discover what's wrong in their business. We discover what means the most, what their real goals are, and then we build the strategies and build a process, build a foundation around that. So, and again, I will always admit my flaws. I used to do this all the time. It was always tough for me to focus on my stuff as compared to clients. So I just took them through that same process. I took myself through the same process, and in doing so, it's helped me out tremendously. If you don't have a process when it comes to, approaching clients and onboarding them and different things like that, I would recommend doing that. But that's really what helped me. Branding is important. There's no question about it. And I started talking with Rebecca, and y'all's more than welcome to join the group. Come over here and check the conversations out. We started talking about branding, and instantly I thought about this one guy, and he's worth $500 million, so he definitely knows how to brand himself. But it kind of directly pertains to what Rebecca needs to accomplish, and that's using her name and that name being attached to social media. So this guy is no other than Tyler Perry. That is the big secret, Rebecca. The big cliffhanger that I left you. But when you look at everything that Tyler Perry does, it's a great lesson because he is absolutely a genius when it comes to marketing. So I want you to notice the one thing that Tyler Perry does on everything that he does, he puts his name on it, right? Doesn't matter in this example, the House of Pain TV series. Doesn't matter if it's a movie. It's always Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married or Tyler Perry Presents. He puts his name on everything. And the reason that he does this, not only does it promote the movie, the screenwrite, the TV show, but it also promotes his brand, his name, and he gets to reap the benefits. And again, he's turned it into a $500 million empire, and he is a worldwide known name. We can use this same strategy, if you will, by simply putting our name on everything that we do. So let's think about your content. Let's think about your website. Let's think about your social media covers. Just here's a great example, Rebecca, and I'll tell you why I did this. I wanted them, of course, as personal branding, to know me. It's also to know Teaching Online Business, the company that I founded, and also a group to help entrepreneurs grow their business using authenticity and digital marketing. I called my client out. I called my perfect ideal clients, customers out, because I've let them know who I am. I've let them know who my business is, and I let them know exactly what it is that I do. So those are the three little key elements that you always want consistent with your name, your company, and what it is you do. You want a big problem that I see when I talk to new clients or we bring on new students for our training programs is their message is really not clear. And that clarity matters, because what I teach a lot in my training course is being authentic, being yourself, and the power of being yourself, and kind of why you want to. Because here's the thing, when you're being yourself, that is the type of people you're going to attract. You're going to attract the people that have the same passions as you, the same interests, desires, similar goals. And that's why being yourself is very, very important. So with all that being said, it's important to always let your audience know, and never leave it to question what it is that you do in the clearest form of terms, like I did right here. We help entrepreneurs grow their business using authenticity and digital marketing. That's very clear. So when you go here, you know that's what I do. So going back, and that's kind of number one, name on everything. And number two, your social media covers. Make sure they're consistent. You can have different graphics, but make sure you put your business name there. Make sure you're putting your Rebecca England, putting your full name there. That way it's consistent all across all platforms. So being consistent on the different platforms, very, very important. You want to try to use the same usernames. Sometimes that don't work out. So what I always have did, and I've ran into that problem where the username that I use, it's already took or already taken. So in cases like that, I've created, a specific URL, and like for on Instagram and a few other platforms, my URL sling is going to be like Richard Hale 44. And the reason I did that was to be consistent with other platforms. When that first Richard Hale is not available, I could add Richard Hale 44. And I actually have two different URL strings. Some are with Richard Hale, and some are with Richard Hale 44. What I do, I wish it was all Richard Hale, but it's not. So in certain scenarios, I make sure to explain that. Now, another thing that you can do is going back to your graphic design and your graphic work. You can put, like they do, you'll see this on YouTube channel art and different things like that, where they'll have their the Twitter logo, and then they'll have the username. They'll have the Instagram and the username. So you can also do that and put it on the different graphics. So for example, you may want to consider a Facebook cover that has those, your other accounts on there and has the username. If Facebook's your main platform, that kind of works because that way they can see the username, and if they want to see you on that platform, then they have the opportunity to do that. The fourth thing would be graphics, would be PDFs, checklists, guides, free offers, and anything that relates to that, more or less like lead magnets. Those are also great ways. Make sure you're putting your logo on there. Make sure you're putting your name on there. Make sure you're branding those assets that you have. Number 5, this would be the hashtag your name, hashtag your brand. Now, hashtags work a lot of different ways, depending on the platforms. Facebook hashtags are not as effective, and the more hashtags that you add, you actually lose organic reach. So when it comes to Facebook, it's best to really not even use hashtags at all. But if you do use them, make sure you just use 1 or 2 and never over 2. But Twitter, it's a little bit different. You probably want 2 or 3. Twitter hashtags are more effective on the Twitter platform. On Instagram, it's 20 to 30 hashtags. So usually on Instagram, you'll want to post your content, then in your first comment, that's where you'll add your hashtags. That strategy kind of works better than add them all together. And there's 9 total steps that I wrote down to help you out. Number 6, storytelling. I think this is really, really important because storytelling is something that we all connect with. And even though most people wouldn't consider your branding a part of storytelling and vice versa, the way I see it, it really is, because story is it's an excellent way to have a human emotional connection, because we always relate to stories. Stories have been a part of our life since, we've been very, very small children. When you think about it, most of us, at least those of us in our 30s and 40s, 50s, grew up in a time where our parents were probably reading. I remember my parents reading and read different stories. As you go into grade school, you're reading books, you're reading stories. So stories are something that we all connect with. And what I recommend is you telling your story, how you were able to get started, how you were able to become a social media manager, social media strategist, and really, really banking on that story to bring the right people into your environment. And it kind of points to the copy too. In a lot of ways, copy is so important, because copy is what gets people to take action. So, and I've just really focused, like, there's a lot of things I've learned. This year I've invested more in masterminds than any other year. Literally, like, 30, 40, $50,000. Just guessing, because I wanted to make sure I leveled up, and copywriting has been something that I've been learning because I've seen the importance of it. I had some opt-ins going months ago, and the industry average for an opt-in in my market, my industry, is around 20%, and it was at 30%. It was above industry average, but you always try to get it to be better. And once I started learning these copywriting tactics and strategies, I noticed a huge change in my conversions, like up 30-40% from that 30% mark. So we're now closing, like, literally, well, not closing, but getting leads 3 out of 4, which is very, very high in this industry. But just applying storytelling and copy to your website, to what you do on social media. I'm really talking about all of your content. This is a great way to brand yourself too, and that's why I really, really recommend it. Not only is it going to bring in more people and again, it goes back to being yourself, and your message is going to attract people that would love to work with you. So in your case, wanting your name to be associated with social media, the more people that you're bringing in, the more people that's talking, right? So getting them results is very, very important. If you get them results with their social media, they're going to tell their friends, and it's just a natural process. So storytelling and copy really, really do, or well, I should say storytelling and copy are very, very important when it comes to branding. Number 7, partnerships, right? So think about people that's in the same industry as you, people that's doing social media marketing. So maybe these people have a Facebook group with 2 to 3 thousand members that you can join and maybe partner with them, maybe add value. That's one thing that you can do. If you haven't started your own Facebook group, go ahead and try to get it started. It takes a little bit of time to build up, as I'm sure you know with our group, but it does grow, and once you start getting into the 50, 60, 70, that's kind of when it really, really takes off. It's always the first few weeks trying to get to 50, trying to get to 100. That is the slowest part of the process. But, think about guest content. There's a lot of places, really, and it depends on the industry, Rebecca. Being that your social media, there's a lot of platforms where you could be writing. You could be writing for Social Media Today, Social Media Examiner, and think of what is her name? What is it? Mary Smith, that does the Facebook. Her name is associated to social media and Facebook. Why? It's because she's out there. She's out there creating content, and she's out there doing videos, and she's creating partnerships. She's really creating, opportunity after opportunity for herself to grow her personal brand. So you have to get out there. You have to experiment. Get out wherever that you can. Again, go to guest content. The best thing you can do is go where your audience is right now. Everybody and it's not going to be everybody, but anybody associated with social media marketing and these social media platforms that have a huge audience, this is exactly where you want to be. Not only are you going to attract clients and attract attention and different things like that, those are also going to lead to opportunities for you, because it's also a trust thing, right? Saying that you wrote for the Huffington Post, saying that you've been featured on Fox, or saying that you've been featured on Social Media Today and Social Media Examiner, and all these different things. Those are credibility factors. So those are things that you can turn around and put on your homepage, as featured in Social Media Today, Social Media Examiner, or whatnot. But creating partnerships is an awesome way to grow your brand. Guest content is an awesome way to grow your brand, to get attraction, to create attention for yourself. And the more you can get out there, Rebecca, the better off you're going to be. And that kind of goes into my 8th strategy for you, which would be more content. So more content really relates to anything that you're doing. That goes for social media posts, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, video content. Video is really big right now, especially live video. So you have some opportunities there. You have your blog, and again, you have guest content. So all of these are opportunities to create content, and the more valuable content that you get out there, the more eyes that's going to be on it, the more people are going to see it, and eventually you're going to reach a lot of people, and your name's going to be related to social media like you want it. It's just right now, you have to get out further. You have to go create this attention, go create this attraction, get on as many platforms as you can. Follow your audience. That's the best thing that you can do. Don't just, you're going to be better off focusing on like a website like Social Media Examiner as compared to Huffington Post. Not that you couldn't do one or the other, it's just more of your audience that you're looking for. Your ideal clients are going to be on Social Media Examiner compared to the Huffington Post. But, there's benefits for doing both. So, getting out there, again, the guest content, guest posting, doing partnerships, just really getting out there and getting the conversation started. That's how opportunity happens. You have to be out there making the conversation. And it's not all personal conversation like one-on-one. That could include your lead magnets, that could include Facebook ads running traffic to your website. That could include your blogs. There's a lot of different ways to create this conversation. Could be posting on your YouTube channel, could be posting on Instagram. So the best thing is getting more content out there. Trying to, if you're only maybe doing one post a week right now, try doing 5 posts. If you're only doing one article on your blog, try to do 2. If you're not doing any video, try to get a video done once a week. Anything that you can do to create more content, again, it's going to be more eyes, more opportunities, more conversations for you, Beck. Lastly, which would be number 9, create experiences. And what I mean by this is you're a social media manager, social media strategist. You want to create awesome experiences with you, with your brand, right? So and you can use me as an example, one of the things that I do is with this group, and it's doing little videos like this that, I do for completely free. And it's not that I don't want to do them. I want to do them because I genuinely love doing this. I love marketing. I love the whole process. I love helping people. But it creates an experience with me, and that's the same thing. It's what we're looking for. It's never about the product. It's never about the service. It's always about the experience, right? It's the experience, experiencing the results. For example, you can give social media services to somebody, and let's say it improves their ROI by $2,000-$3,000 a month. That's a meaningful experience to them. So, we can think about all the different ways that we can create amazing experiences for our clients and customers. Okay? So that would be another way to really solidify your brand. And, we talked about 9 different strategies here. Really, I would recommend implementing them all. For branding, for graphic work, you have Canva.com. I don't know if you know of it, Rebecca. It's pretty popular, so you probably do. But for anybody that's watching, if you're struggling to create graphics for yourself, you can go to Canva, Canva.com, and you can come over here and create all kinds of different graphics for your brand for absolutely free. And these are just some of the ones that we've created. They're not hard to create there. Canva has literally thousands of templates and different things like that you can use. All these are is, you have a filter there. This is a black filter that has the transparency. See, when you go out, you can't see the picture, so bring it down, and you can see the picture. That way your text sticks out. And we always do is you can upload all of your images, so anything that you want to upload. I have clients in here and everything too, but as you can see, you can create Facebook posts, Facebook ads, presentations. Here's your social media covers, social media content, blog titles, magazine logo. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that you can create in here for free. It's probably one of the best tools out there that's free for branding, for graphic design. So that's something that you'll be able to do. But yeah, so let's
Let's run through these one more time just in case somebody didn't write them down. Number one, it's getting your name on everything. Again, just like the graphics I showed you. You know, a lot of people do quotes, and in your case, where you do social media, you may have like social media stats and different things like that. Put your name on it. Put your logo on it. Make sure you're putting your name on everything. Number two, all of your social media covers. So just like you see up here on our Facebook, make sure you're putting your name. Make sure you're putting your business. Make sure you're calling out your client. Make sure you tell them exactly what it is that you do. Number three, be consistent. And that's consistent with everything that you do, especially when it comes to your usernames. Try to get all your usernames to be the same. If you can't, then you're going to have to select one. You may want to go check the usernames first. Many of us already have social media accounts, so it's a little bit tough, but try to be consistent as much as possible. Number four, graphics, PDFs, checklists, guides. Make sure you're putting your name on them. Make sure you're putting your URL on them. Make sure you're putting your information, your contact information, different things like that. Make sure those are consistent. And number five, hashtags. Use your hashtags appropriate. It's okay to hashtag your name, hashtag your brand, hashtag your special lingo, whatever it may be that people will recognize. Number six, make sure you are including storytelling with your business. Make sure you're including copy. Both of those are very, very important. Number seven, think about partnerships. Think about guest content, guest blogging. Even to the point of attending events, attending seminars, getting out there and really getting the conversation going when it comes to your business. Number eight, create more content. Very, very important. The more content you create, the more visibility you're going to have. Now, make sure this content is not just to get content up. I don't want you to ever do it. That's a waste of time, money, and effort. Make sure you're putting out valuable content. And number nine, our final tip that I would have for everybody is make sure you're creating amazing experiences. This is what people want. And when you have an awesome experience, think about it. Do you not? You'll tell your wife, or you'll tell your kids, or you'll tell your dad and mom, or you'll tell your aunt, your cousin, you'll tell your friends. So when you are creating awesome experiences, when it comes to your brand, when it comes to your company, this is how you get people talking. And it's all about that experience. And it could go into giving great customer service. That's a part of it for, kind of the retail side. It's really important for everybody. So just make sure you're treating your clients right. You're treating your customers right. You're doing them, you're giving them that experience that they do want. And that's it. That would be my 9 recommended tips for building a brand, building attraction, building momentum, and creating opportunity that really can boost your business to the next level. So, hey everybody, appreciate you sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can come and follow us on YouTube as well, and you can catch me on Facebook. Again, our group, Masterminds of Marketing. This is us right here. Come over, join us, be a part of the group. We love connecting with entrepreneurs, business owners. We'd love to see you. Rebecca, thank you for allowing me to do this. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Just reach out, and I'll be glad to help you. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. I'll catch you later.